Some of you may know me to be a bit of a fan of the band Earth, Wind and Fire. It is true. Love Earth, Wind and Fire. They're fantastic. So fantastic, in fact, that besides the pun on the name Fantasy for the song tonight, I actually planned on doing quite a few of these in sequence and making a series on just Earth, Wind and Fire alone. Because I reckon they're fantastic. Literally, they're one of the best bands to ever grace the earth, and have had so many more hits than a lot of other people in the world. And you would know so many of them and not realise that you knew Earth, Wind and Fire. This particular song here is not necessarily one of the big ones that was on, like, say, Happy Feet, or it's not Boogie Wonderland, or it's not September, but I still think it is really, really just a gorgeous track, and it's called Fantasy. In planning to do this little series, I put together a bit of a when I was messing around with what's that program, DaVinci, which I edit these on after I've streamed them. I came up with a little intro scene for each track, and I mean, I'd feel like I was wasting it if I didn't get to show you. So it's the same as the regular one, it's just got some different wording. But anyway, have a look at that, and then we'll get into it. I thought it was interesting, and so I ended up with like 6 or so of these and wanted to put them together. But I think that it would make sense to go over and have a read of the first little overview part of the wiki page. Fantasy was produced by Maurice White, who also composed the song with Eddie Del Barrio and Verdine White, the bass player. The song took 3 months to compose and was only finished after Maurice White saw and was inspired by the film Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which is another fantastic film. The US B-side of the single was called Be Ever Wonderful, while the UK B-side was a song called Runnin'. Fantasy, Be Ever Wonderful, and Runnin' were all featured on Earth, Wind and Fire's 1977 studio album, All in All. Now, if you aren't familiar with Earth, Wind and Fire, I would go and get educated on them because they are so good. They've inspired so many people, including the likes of Michael Jackson, who states them as an influence to him. They're still going. They're still around. Philip Bailey, the singer, there's a few people singing in this band, but Philip Bailey had that great song with Phil Collins, Easy Lover. He's one of the singers from Earth, Wind and Fire. Now, he is, Maurice White left this earth a few years ago. But I really, really love Earth, Wind and Fire, and I think that I'd be doing them a disservice if I didn't help other people learn about this band. So I'm going to head over to this mix window right now, and I've just literally opened this. I haven't even saved it. That's why it's called Untitled at the top. But I'm going to go through what I would normally go through for this with you. We grab all the files here, of which we have 17, and I'm going to just drag all my drum tracks to the top. So we've got the kick drum there. We'll go and find a snare. We'll see if we have any other drums. There's one just called drums. It's probably a stereo overhead. Conga is a percussion instrument. I'm not going to get into the argument about whether piano is a percussion instrument or not. I know that makes people very angry. Backing vocals can go to the bottom. We've got some electric guitar that can go under the bass. 2 bass tracks can go up. Electric guitar. Old E guitar. And horns I'll put after the guitars, and then we've got lead vocals which I'll put towards the bottom, and we fill the rest of it with piano, Rhodes and strings and synths. I might put the strings up there a little bit, and I think that's pretty much how I want the session to look. There we go. Excellent. I really want to get into this, so let's have a look. I'll go to the kick channel, and there you can see there's a little bit of audio at the start of this channel here. Let's find out what it is. I haven't even looked at these, just a quick glance to see that it wasn't garbage. Let's find out. This is where I know this little part where the bass has its little solo thing. Let's check it. Okay. A lot of low-end energy. You can hear that it's very it's still fat, but it's not very thick, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so lots of low-end energy here. And again, my immediate thing is to scoop out like 500 to 1K and just see what happens. But yeah, not quite as pillowy as I thought it felt when you hear the mixed version. But still, really well isolated. You can hear a little bit of the other instruments. But look at all these little tiny accents here. These ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. Like all the control over that instrument. You know what I mean? It's dynamic. It's not just one volume, one velocity hitting. It's real attention. And let's check out the snare. We'll go across to that. Listen to that crisp. Listen to that. It's rim shotted. So for y'all who don't know what rim shotting is, in this particular instance, he has the stick of the drum touching the center of the drum, and he's tapping the edge of the drum over the top like a little lever sort of thing, instead of just pa pa hitting the drum really hard. I'll go up here. Okay. And you can hear a bit of hi-hat coming through there. And this will be some tom, maybe. Yeah. Bit of low-end energy. So it's just adding a little bit of ambience there. Again, not my mix. We're not messing with that. The rest of the kit. The 12 of never. Awesome. Oh man, this is so good already. As one. Wow. You can hear that panning. Oh, fantasy. Get ready for this. Toms. Oh, not in this part. One tom there. We'll want to go for another piece where there's toms. And then maybe here. You can kind of hear that panned in your headphones if you're listening to this in headphones. And this will tell me which version it is. I'll tell you why. Okay. This is not the version that you'll hear on Spotify, most likely. This is a longer version. As one. Yeah, this part's not in the original. It is the original, but it's a little different. Sorry, I'm spacing out. I don't even know if I said a fact. Don't kill me on facts here, guys. We know we're not here for information. We're here for fun. I want to put those three together. So we got the kick again. Okay. Well, in contrast to those other two tracks, that does sound quite beefy, I suppose. Yeah. Listen to that. It's just popping along. And then the rest, and you get the panning back. 4-mic drum kit, maybe. There was this great tutorial on YouTube years ago, and I mean like 2008, and it was from like Signature Sound Studios or something like that, and they had this great 4-mic drum miking technique. If that's still around, go and find that. That's really cool. There's one directly above the snare at whatever distance you want, and then the other one on a right angle across the floor tom at the exact same distance from the snare. And then you pan those hard left and hard right, whichever way you'd like, and then you drop drop one on the kick and drop one on the snare, and that becomes your gorgeous kit. That's really cool. Let's add some conga now. Yep, I'm all about that. Really well panned too. Okay. I feel like we're not going to get heaps of difference in that. Now, this next part I'm really excited about, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm just going to hear this first, this EQ, and see what's going on. This is new to me, right? Oh, stereo channel, and I'm looking at the EQ. One channel is left and one channel is right. So you can see in red there, this one channel, and in white the other. There you bloody go. How about that? And I'm affecting both channels. I haven't done a stereo EQ. Why haven't I done that? That's really cool. But this is Verdine White's dry bass tracks. Get ready. Oh, here we go. I'm not ready for this. What was that? Oh, this is overdub, right? Oh, I nearly freaked out there for a minute. I'm like, that does not sound like Verdine White's bass. I'm going to skip the OD one. I'm going to go down to the regular bass, and we're going to hear this. This is what I was expecting. Yeah, here we go. A lot croakier than I expected. Wow. That's so good. Listen. I pictured this as so much fluffier because when you hear it together in the mix, you can't hear any of that definition. Plugged my own bass in so I could, because I want to learn this, but when I would normally play this, it would be like... And the only slapping really that you can hear there is through the mic of the bass being pretty low, quite set up. But that sounds like all... That shouldn't be happening. But... See, I've seen so many people play this like in tutorials to learn how it's played, and never would I have thought it would be so kind of, in a great way, rough and tumble. Like that bit there where he just kind of like scrapes off that note like that. What is he? But I've always seen the tutorials where the guys are like, you know, they're dancing all over it, where Verdine's just like, kind of just, it's down, it's fine. I'm so happy that this is so much simpler than everyone else has ever told me. Yeah, that's it. That's the bit. That's what I would expect, but... Quite a woody mid-range there, which, I mean, I like that. That's still cool. I think that's all right. But I want to get to the main part. You'll see why in a moment. Okay, we're going to go through. Here we go. All right. All right, here we come. okay, I'm going to spend some more time by myself with that one. I'm not going to bore you with my own personal bass lesson, but this is one hell of a lesson. I'm so happy to be able to pull that apart and listen to that myself and hear what Verdine actually did on the day. That's so funny. That really scared me. Oh, you bastard. That's why I can't get it. That's so cool. Who thinks to do this? Put some chorus on your bass and then overdub it. Will come true miles away, and we can live forever. Sorry, I'm gonna just make this song suck. I'm so sorry. Okay, and then we got some. Oh yeah. This vocal melody. In a land of fantasy. You will find one of kind. Alright, well, that's so good. That's a musician, not just a bass player there. Let's try it. Columbia, forgive me, but I have to. That's just... Okay, that's for me for later. I'm sorry. Wow, really cool. Electric guitar on this track. Let's hear it. I haven't done anything right. Ooh, okay. Right from the start. A little bit of e-guitar 1. Hang on a minute. I don't think this is in the... Yeah, I doubt it. I think it just might be playing around there. Okay, let's hear it. Okay, so it's shadowing the bass. Now we're talking. Listen to those triplets. Listen to these triplets. I'm tagging Austin McCall in this. Wow. Austin, my mate Austin's the only other dude I know who uses these tastefully. Like that Nile Rodgers, but with the extra flavour. Listen to that. I'm singing harmonies to this, but okay, that's so cool. I want to hear what happens in the main. Okay, we're like key up, yeah. I'll go back one. I'm having way more fun than any of you, I'm sure of it. Next guitar we will check out is called Old E Guitar from the start. This is the, yeah. And it goes with this bass track. Alright, enough of me. There it is. There it is. You can hear the background, the mic. And the other guitar. That had to have been like lower in the mix and perhaps panned or something, but put it together. Yeah, and then Sex Machine it up. Oh! How good is that? All your dreams will come true miles away. All right. So maybe that's the old. What does it mean by old e-guitar? Like, did they replace it? I don't know, but it's called that, and it sounds great, and it sounds especially great with this second guitar over the top with it. So strange that you wouldn't, you know, picture it in the track that well, that deep, because it's kind of a little bit, you know, the shape of the chord or something is just a little smooth, jazzier, and a little bit. I'm going to leave them both here for a sec. Let's get up to that other chorus. That's great. I'm going to move it along a little. I know, we're the same, just with a chord change. I'm not going to go too close to the end because it's just that same all over the end of the track. But hey, I'm excited. Horns. Anyone horny? Take a look. All right. What's on the next channel? Okay. Really cool. And we move up to this next section. As one. That's so good. All right, let's move along and hear some more. Dirty. Spider-Man. What a gorgeous horns track. Let's ruin it. I'm not even going to go there. But what is going on? There's so much detail. Everything's got the perfect spacing. Everything is got the right frequency that it lives in too. Those horns are sitting kind of, I know that it's just panning, but they sound like they're behind it. They're at the back. This is like fake Dolby Atmos, and I know someone who's going to be very happy to hear that, Hamid. You can hear those left and right at the front, but get ready for this. They don't just sound like they're on pan, but they also sound like they're a little bit further back, but they still sound crispy and tight. They don't sound like a big room reverb being just like, soaked up. Oh, motif that. And then a big cut there that we heard just kind of cut out for 1 second. Wow. Okay, I've got to move through this. I want to see some strings now. I'm having too much fun. I kind of just want to get it over so I can go and look at it without having to record it. Listen. Oh! Now write down in the comments if you think that was sampled. Oh man, give me a couple more of those. That is so good. Next little piece. That is great. That is so just... Oh, what a great recording. Hang on, I can see some little bits in here that look like they... Just headphones and people tapping their music sheets and stuff. Hang on, was it an instrument there that just went? Okay, that's the tap, and here's this. Someone moving their violin. Okay, ready for the next take? Wow. Add the horns. How smooth. Did I just hear someone click a mouse? Oh, I've hit the wrong button. I want to hear that again. A bow touching something, most likely. With horns. Again, this could be any Disney movie at this point. Sounds like a kind of a western. Land of fantasy. Oh. Wow, wow, wow. Go on, I'll give you a taste of the next bit and then we're moving along to some pianos. Okay. It's time to move over to some piano. It's always time for something, isn't it? That's why time exists. Oh, that's got a bit of buzz at the start. You can hear some people talking. Huh? I'm going to get rid of that. No, I'm not. Just making sure it's not my headphones. Yeah? No, it's cool. Very groovy. What are you doing? Let me get rid of that. Yeah. All your dreams will come true. Oh, that's so good. That's cool. It sounds much jazzier, much funkier than usual. Maybe it's not the version we think. Really groovy. Got a bit of like that Latin groove soul sort of thing going on. Let's have a look where we're at. Okay, there's a little bit of piano there. This is so good. Yes. I want to add some stuff. Let's hear it. Probably a bit loud on the strings. There's that other piano. How good? I'm going to hear that piano part here, just that other piano, right at the start of the track. What the hell just happened? I always thought that was synth. What the hell was that? No one can play piano that fast. No, that's not. That can't be real. No. How do you do that? Even then, what is this, 77 or something? For the album from 77, it is. That's annoying. It sounds like Breath of the Wild when you get a new item. Doesn't that sound like a Zelda game? It sounds like on Switch. Or on Wii U if you're a purist and got it when it came out, like me. No, it's because I couldn't afford a Switch. Okay, that's well, that's confronting. Manageable, right? Manageable. You think that can be managed, and then you go and listen to this super freak. I don't know. I can't. Yeah. Beer for me. Just ridiculous. Okay. While I'm pouring that, I'm going to move down to this Rhodes, which Rhodes is the key to my heart, so we all know how this is going to work out. Going to be good. Oh, yes. So pure. So smooth. Take me to church. Oh. It's confusing me. If I heard this, I wouldn't know it was fantasy. Give it context. But we're talking about tracks here that were probably volume automated as well. So if I just leave these at the one volume and expect them to sound like the track when I put them all together, well, we're mistaken, aren't we? On a ship and decide, it's fantasy. How do I not know the words? 'Cause I learned the bass, not the words. All my dreams can't come true right away. We can sing forever. Wow. Enjoy yourself. Listen to this. Look at that, just bash it. Listen to this. This is a great bit on its own. I'd be happy to just hear that with vocals and just enjoy it. But then again, you can't dance without that backbeat, can you? Gonna move through. Because if you haven't gone and listened to this whole track on your own already, then you need to go and do that. So don't worry about what I'm doing. Go and hit play on Fantasy by Earth, Wind & Fire. Or let me help you. Hey Google, play Fantasy by Earth, Wind & Fire on Spotify. That'll do it for you. Turn this up to that point. Do you patronise your Google Home or your whatever spy device you have in your house? I definitely do. Okay, synth and vocals. Listen. That's so good. I feel like I'm watching a really good episode of Gumby. If they're going to be vocals, so I'm going to move back to this, which I believe would probably be more synth, right? That's not synth, so I'm going to do the halfway point. This is about here, where I tell you all about the great benefits of subscribing to the channel. You just get to see the videos a day after I actually create them. Not a great deal, but hey, but thank you very much for doing that, because I've gone from nothing to talking to you, and you guys are being very responsible and resourceful for me in helping me find some new songs and new tracks, and also giving me great recommendations on things I didn't necessarily realise that I might like. I'm open to it all. I want to hear it. I want to figure out if the buzz happened in the episode all the way up until this point when I turned the bass down, or if it didn't. But thank you anyway, and do give it a share around and have a look at some of the other tracks and the other channels that are doing multi-tracks as well, because they're all good, they're all different, and everybody's got a different thing to offer. So yeah, if you're watching on Facebook, go and subscribe to the YouTube, and if you're watching on YouTube, hit the little button there, because I think like 90% of people who watch it aren't, and that's cool. That's totally cool with me. But you know, one day if you click that button enough, I'll probably go to work half time or something. That could be really cool, wouldn't it? You know, let's see how it goes. Until then, send the vocals. Earth, Wind & Fire. Ah! And we will live together. Hang on, I'm doing a disservice to us all by not going and putting some of those tracks together. Kick drum, baby. Snare. Overheads. Conga. Bass and the overdub. Electric guitar. Other electric guitar. Horns. Getting in trouble. Get ready for it. Alright, we get in the groove. I'm going to start singing, so we have to stop. Otherwise, everyone's going to not like it anymore. Synth and vocals. Let's have a quick look at this part. That's some synth. Again, I would not notice that as a part of this song if I hadn't looked at it in this session. Okay, really strange. Okay. And we will live together until the 12th of never. Our voices will ring. Phil Bailey. Forever. Listen to that, that's gorgeous. Our voices will ring together until
the 12th of never. We all will live love forever as one.
Can you hear him like synchronizing almost perfectly in the earphones when he's hard left and hard right panned? You can hear the phasing almost happening, but it sounds so good.
Come to see
victory
in the land called fantasy. Love.
That's Maurice, right? That's Maurice White in the background with is it Verdine in there as well? But
come to see victory in the land called fantasy. Love and life, a new decree, bring in mind everlasting liberty.
that string sound is so good. What is that? Selena, do you think? Yamaha SK series, what are you thinking?
As one. Come to see victory in a land of fantasy. Love and life for you and me to behold. To your soul is ecstasy. You will find of the kind that has been in search of you. Many lives has brought you to recognize.
Yes.
It's your life now in review. And as you stay for the play, fantasy has a start for you. Glowing light will see you through. It's your day.
That's so good.
Shining day, all your dreams come true. As you glide,
that's so
in
good.
Your stride, with the wind as you fly away, give a smile from your lips and say,
are you catching this?
I'm free. Yes, I'm free. Now I'm on my way.
Wow.
Come.
That's super special. I'm going to stop there because I know what the rest is like and it's the same. But I'm going to just pump into this little backing vocal part.
And we will live
different key. You can hear it. Oh, wait.
Until the 12th of never.
I'm going to go back and play this together.
Our voices will ring forever as one.
That's so jarring when you hear it away from itself. I'm putting them together and listen to the thickness.
And we will live together until the 12th of never. Our voices will ring forever as one.
Yes, that's so good. Oh, I reckon, is it going to be the same harmony for the whole thing? Let's hear it.
Our voices will ring.
It is. I got to hear it together.
Together until the 12th of never. We all
That I get it.
will live
This one, thick enough.
forever as one.
Wow.
Come to see
victory.
in the land called fantasy. Love and life, a new decree. Bring in mind everlasting liberty.
Wow. And then some more of that. And then this, I'll give you one crack at this.
As one.
Just 1 sec. I want to hit that as one with the original, with the harmony.
As one. As one.
So a bit of chord.
Victory.
Yes.
In a land called fantasy. Love and life for you and me to behold. To your soul is ecstasy. You will find other kind that has been in search of you. Many lives has brought you to recognize. It's your life now in review. And as you stay for the play, fantasy has in store for you. Glowing light will see you through. It's your day.
It's your day.
Shining day. All your dreams come true. As you glide.
Okay. I'm going to go and check out the lead vocal, channel 2. It looks like there's 2 here. I might just go lead vocal first, and channel 2 looks like it's got some more stuff. So let's hear this first part of lead vocal.
Every man has a place.
Yes, it does.
In his heart, there's a space.
There's a space.
And erase his fantasy.
Blend them up. Okay, the other one.
Take a ride in the sky on a ship fantasy.
Oh, your dreams will. Okay. All right. I should have done it the other way. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. Let's just hear the other one first.
Every man has a place. In his heart, there's a space. And the world can't erase his fantasies. Take a ride in the sky on a ship fantasy. All your dreams will come true right away. And we will live together
with the backups
until the 12th of never. Our voices will ring forever as one.
Oh, so good. And I like to see just down the bottom on this, the final track, the bottom track, there is a lot of like little speckles and stuff. That means somebody's talking in there and I want to hear what they're saying because I'm not allowed to, because I'm not supposed to, because it was hidden in the track the whole time and none of us could tell. Okay, maybe it wasn't that spectacular. It's just some mouth noise. You can tell which track was done first though, huh? He's just swallowing and stuff. Literally just getting his like mouth ready for the next word. I feel creepy listening to Philip Bailey swallowing. Just.
Every thought is a dream, rushing by in a stream.
That's true.
Bringing life to the
Let's hear 'em together.
kingdom of doing. Take a ride in the sky on a ship fantasy. All your dreams will come true miles away. Our voices will ring together.
Now, this is another really good recording, and especially of the time. Not that there's anything like, oh, they didn't do it right because it was old. No, they did things brilliantly. I have just had a lot of recordings from this era that didn't quite have the definition in the recording that I thought I have heard produced in the tracks that have come out, even on vinyl and everything. And this one is gorgeous. It's smooth, it's sweet, it's got enough definition and top end. It's got enough, well, Phil Bailey doesn't have a lot of bottom end going on right at this second in this part of this song, so. But listen, there's no need to do this.
Of never we all.
Which I've had to do, to be able to bear some other songs from some other very, very famous and talented producers.
We'll live love forever.
This is perfect, smooth, gorgeous.
As one.
Bring them both in.
Come to see victory.
And I want to
In
back
the
up.
land, go back to see love and life, a new decree.
I didn't do that. What's up?
The land, go back to see love and life, a new
Cool.
decree. Bring your mind to everlasting liberty.
That's whack, man. I don't remember that. Let's try one more time.
Come to see victory in the land, go fantasy, love and life, a new decree. Bring your mind
That's cool.
to everlasting liberty.
Okay. I kind of dig that.
As one, come to see victory in a land called fantasy, love and life for you and me to behold.
There's a big scream
to
I
your
want.
soul is ecstasy. You will find other kind that has been in search of you. Many lives has brought you to recognize your life now in review.
That's gorgeous.
As you stay.
I want to hear that by itself because that's just an icon moment for me. Let's get to know that part a little better. Mm. Yes. Yes, Phil. Man. Listen to this. Okay.
In a land called fantasy, love and life for you and me to behold. To your soul,
give me some more, Phil.
Ecstasy. You will find.
Oh, that's the big ooh. One more.
In search of you, many lives has brought
And there's one big part at the end that I really want to hear if it's in this.
your life now in review.
Yeah. Philip Bailey, ladies and gentlemen. Need I say more? What the hell? That is so good. This is why Earth, Wind & Fire are the greatest band ever, in my opinion, which is worth as much stock as you put in that. I love Earth, Wind & Fire. I love Earth, Wind & Fire. This is the best. This is so good. I just had an epiphany. I also just realised that there's some stuff missing. I think. Hang on a second, let's hear that again. Is there, or is it just in the mix? There's some really cool stuff that happens there, and I thought it was synth that went... But again, there's this freak part here. My goodness, I can't believe that. Build it up. Let's go with bass elements. Imagine this. Phil Bailey comes over to your house and he's like, "Hey girl, I want to sing a song for you. It's about a fantasy I got."
Every man has a place.
You're like, "All right, baby."
In his heart, there's a space, and the world can't erase his fantasy.
And he wants me to do backups.
Take a ride in the sky on a trip fantasize. All your dreams will come true. Round the way, and we will live together until the 12th of never. Our voices will ring forever as one.
How cool would that be? Come on, let's bring it up. Sorry, Columbia, please forgive me.
Every thought is a dream, rushing by in a stream, bringing life to the kingdom of doing. Take a ride in the sky on a ship fantasize. All your dreams will come true, miles away. Our voices will ring together until the 12th of never. We all will live love forever.
Let's do it.
As one.
Okay. Land of fantasy. I gotta go. Thank you all so much for checking out Fantasy by Earth, Wind & Fire. This is probably the happiest I've been in my life. Just pushing wrong buttons. That is so cool, guys. Thank you all so much. Yeah, man. Go now and just go to Spotify or whatever and just type in Earth, Wind, Fire, Greatest and hit go. And then just listen to everything because you're going to have a good time. Kalimba song, Serpentine Fire. I mean, there's nothing that you can put on that you will hate. You know what I mean? I've got other songs like After the Love Is Gone, In the Stone, Shining Star, which played a small part in the first Doctor Strange movie, Boogie Wonderland, September, stuff like that. You're going to have a really, 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 really good time if you go and listen to Earth, Wind & Fire. I've got to have been, I've been blocked now. So thank you all very much. And click on all the buttons and all that kind of stuff. Enjoy yourself, enjoy your friends, have a glass of water, and don't forget to GFY. Bye-bye.